Season 2 officially launched in Warzone, and while it does have a lot of great stuff, they also destroyed Cold War weapons with this update. If you've been following the meta with all of your Cold War weapon loadouts, those are going to perform a lot different, and in most cases, worse than they did in Season 1. You'll need to change all of your Cold War weapon loadouts coming into Season 2. Now, they technically fixed most of the attachment descriptions on Cold War weapons, and from what I can tell, they are more accurate. The first thing you might notice is that the bruiser grip no longer claims to improve melee quickness. It increases movement speed and hipfire accuracy. Prior to this, it was reducing vertical recoil quite significantly compared to other grips. Well, they fixed that, and the bruiser grip no longer affects your recoil, and it doesn't speed up your melee either. The next thing you might want to take a look at are the agency, GRU, and wrapped suppressors. Basically, all suppressors on Cold War weapons will reduce range, bullet velocity, or both, and in most cases, it's a severe reduction between 30 to 40%. That's insane. We're going from an increase to damage range and velocity to a decrease of 30 to 40%. I could understand removing the increase to range and velocity as a starting point to maybe see how the balance works, but they went all the way in the opposite direction. The good news is that they've already said this change would be reverted in their first hotfix, and they already have the fix scheduled. Before they announced they were reverting it, I had actually already started testing it, and it would be disastrous if they kept it. I compared Cold War and Modern Warfare weapons, and in all cases, whether it was comparing the base weapon or barrels and suppressors, Modern Warfare weapons always came out on top by a significant margin. A Grau with a monosuppressor and Archangel barrel will have a staggering 1300 meters per second bullet velocity, in addition to a range increase from both attachments. The Groza would only be able to hit a maximum of 828 to 891 meters a second, while also receiving a decrease to damage range. In fact, as I'm making this video, that is still the current state of things. But like I said, they already have an update ready to push out and revert this change. As of this video, it hasn't happened yet. So far, it does look like most of the Cold War weapon attachment descriptions are accurate, but there are still a few attachments with hidden effects. Both the XM4 and AK-47 barrels are also working properly to increase bullet velocity, and by a significant margin, instead of reducing it like it has been since launch. So in a sense, this is a good thing in terms of players knowing what an attachment is doing, and some strange anomalies have been fixed. It's a bad thing in terms of all Cold War weapons are now weaker than they used to be. When they do revert that suppressor change, both the AK-47 and XM4 should have a significant buff when compared to their Season 1 versions. There's still a few things I want to look into with tactical rifles and other attachments, but overall it's looking like an improvement. It's kind of a weird situation right now where we know a fix is coming, but it's still currently bad because of the suppressor changes. I hope you found this video informative, and I'll see you next time.